Hello, Taylor fans. My name is Rick Johnston, and I'm joined today by Austin Peters, the new men's basketball coach here at TU. It's your first week here in Upland. First of all, welcome to Taylor University.
Thank you very much. We're very blessed to be here.
You're getting ready for your very first practice with your new team tonight as the head coach. What has this whirlwind week been like?
Y'all down the other end. We're going to do it again. Let's go. Other end.
Yeah, the people here at Taylor are just unbelievable, and throughout this process with Coach Gould and the search committee, I just really fell in love with the people at Taylor, and they've made the transition here so easy, and we're so blessed and so grateful for the opportunity here and to be a part of such a special place like Taylor and be a part of a community where everybody's just been so welcoming and hospitable. I mean, that's what, when I first got to campus on my interview, that's what stood out. It was just how hospitable and how kind everybody is and how generous and how thoughtful everybody is. Just, everybody's always going out of their way to tell me, hey, you need anything, let me know. I'm here to help you. And we've been feeling very blessed by that. And it's a great place to be with a lot of special people.
When you saw the job get posted and you saw Taylor University, what made you say, I want to apply there, I want to be the head coach of the Trojans?
Yeah, as a coach who is really passionate about discipling young men and passionate about serving Jesus, I'm not some type of guy that just applies to a bunch of jobs. Like, Taylor is a place, when I was doing research, when the job came open and saw how passionate they are about discipleship and how the campus community is set up to foster growth and discipleship amongst their students. That's something my wife and I are really passionate about. And so it really, really intrigued me and really made me want to jump in and learn more about the school and learn more about the program and what's going on here at Taylor. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, as a coach who is really passionate about discipleship, I'm always, how do I say it? Like I want to be at a school, I guess is the best way I can put it. Like I want to be at a school where I can share my faith freely. I can, have a program and run my program in a way that I don't have to be, looking over my shoulder or be ashamed of what I want to say, right? Like I'm just super thankful that Taylor is a place that's really passionate about the things I'm passionate about. And so, long story short, once I found out that type of stuff and got in touch with Kyle and the search committee, it seemed like a really good fit from there.
You've mentioned we a couple times. We is you and your wife, Emily. Yeah. Well, we's going to become three here in a few months with your first child on the way. What's it been like to go through this process with her and then also welcoming a new one here in a few months?
Yes, it's quite the process. That's the way to put it. Now, I'm thankful that it's kind of all happening at once, moving, packing, getting started. I'm thankful that it's all kind of happening at once, so that way we can just get here and get settled and have a couple months to get ready for the baby to come. But yeah, if having a baby wasn't crazy enough, why not move 2,000 miles, right? It's been quite the crazy few weeks, but at the end of the day, it's a good crazy, right? Like we're so blessed, and we just feel super thankful that we're going to be here.
Let's go 2,000 miles west, back to Arizona Christian. They've been one of the top programs in the NAI during your 2 seasons there, a win away from the Fab Four just 2 seasons ago. You were the defensive coordinator for them with 2 conference championships. Were the head coach of 2 different conference defensive players of the year. What can you take from what you learned in the desert and bring it here to Upland?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Rudder he's the real deal, and I was so blessed to have worked for a guy like that. He's a God-fearing man who is really, really intentional about everything he does in his running his program. And so being a fly on the wall and having a front row seat to seeing how he runs his program every day, I learned so much in my 2 short years there. And so I'm super thankful from him, and there's a lot that I've learned from him that I'm looking forward to doing at Taylor and implementing with, obviously I'm different, a personality, and I've got different traits myself. So probably a little bit different spin on some things, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I have been so blessed to have worked for so many great coaches. Coach Rudder, Bryce Drew at Valparaiso, Nick Berkey at Olivet Nazarene. I've worked for some of the best coaches in all of college basketball, regardless of level. So I just feel very fortunate that I've got awesome, God-fearing men in my corner who have given me such great wisdom and have taught me a lot over the last 9 years.
You mentioned Olivet Nazarene, place where both you and your wife graduated from. You a 2015 graduate assistant at Valparaiso. You got your master's there a couple years after that. What can you take from those different spots and form your principles here in your first year as a head coach?
Yeah, and I over the last couple of years working for Coach Rudder, I've fully become bought in, brainwashed, however you want to put it, like into this idea of being a tough, smart, and unselfish basketball program. And so my message to the team this week and my message every single day from here on out, like, is always going to be, how can we be a tougher, smarter, more unselfish basketball team? And so that's going to drive everything we do: practice, game planning, scouting, preparation, how we interact with our teammates, how we interact with other people on campus. Like, we're always going to be preaching to our guys, how do we be tough, smart, and unselfish? So that's going to be the big thing. Like, I really hope that when people watch Taylor University play basketball, I hope that they come away, saying that's a tough, smart, and unselfish basketball program. That's my goal, and that's my hope.
People might wonder, well, how much would he know about the Crossroads League coming from 2,000 miles west? Well, you played 3 Crossroads League teams in Grace, Huntington, and Indiana Wesleyan in your 2 years at Arizona Christian. Olivet Nazarene plays a plenty amount of Crossroads League teams every year as well. Has those experiences, being on the sidelines opposite of teams now you're going to see twice a year in conference play, help you as you get ready for year one?
Yeah, the Crossroads League is the best league in the country. I mean, it's not even close. It's the best league, best coaches. It's a league full of legendary coaches, not just like coaches that have had one-off seasons. It's like, I think I was, in my research for the job, I think over half of the league, the coaches have won at least a national championship, right? So you're in a league full of just absolute amazing coaches and it's going to be a dogfight every night. And so I'm thankful that over the last 4 years, we've played teams like Huntington, Indiana Wesleyan, St. Francis, and, over the last 4 years, Grace, a lot of good teams over the last 4 years that have given me some familiarity. Obviously, I got my work cut out for me, and I still need to do a lot more catching up and working on figuring out the Crossroads and how everybody likes to play and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's another amazing opportunity to be a coach in this league. Is a really rare chance, and it's not one I take lightly. It's a real privilege to be a coach at a place like Taylor in a league like the Crossroads League.
How excited are you for tonight? Practice number 1 with your new team as a head coach.
Yeah, I'm excited. The guys are really eager, and I met with all the guys yesterday, and I'm thankful that I got an eager group to get better, and so I'm just really looking forward to, like, evaluating these guys this week, seeing what we got and seeing how we can put the pieces together and make them fit, see how we're going to play. They've been chomping at the bit to have a coach. They've been chomping at the bit to get into practice, and so I feel really blessed from that standpoint, right? I don't have a group of guys I feel like I got to drag to the gym and lace it up and get ready to go. I'm just really thankful that these guys are right away really eager to buy in and really get after it.
Away from basketball, you are a humongous Marvel movie fan. You also have your own rankings system for every movie to give everybody out there. This is a very thought through. It's not just kind of a willy-nilly thing, that you've really thought this thing through.
Yeah, we're not big movie watchers, my wife and I, but the only movies we really do watch are Marvel movies. We're not big like shows, TV, like all that type of stuff, but we always make it a point to go see new Marvel movies when they come out. So like my thing is I have a ranking of all 33 movies, and I'm not going to rank it until I see it 3 times, right? It gives me time to digest it, watch it a couple of times, really think about where it falls in the ranking. So, but yeah, that's like my wife and I's fun thing. We like to watch Marvel movies, and like in years past with teams, we'll have guys over to the house to watch movies and stuff like that. Like at ACU, we had a standing night every week on Sunday night. Guys could come over and we just would show all the Marvel movies in order week to week. So yeah, it's definitely one of our hobbies, things that we like to do.
Favorite character?
Definitely Iron Man.
Okay.
He's just his character development's pretty elite.
And your wife's favorite character?
Captain America.
What are some other things you like to do away from basketball?
Away from basketball, like to read. I normally have one book that I'm reading through every day, and yeah, I mean, during basketball season, it's lots of basketball, obviously, but outside of basketball season, we really just like hanging out with friends. And one of the things that we're really excited about is a lot of our friends, a lot of the people in both of our wedding parties live in the Indianapolis area, so we're really close to them, and obviously proximity, but also we're just excited to be close to our people. And yeah, I think when we have free time, my wife and I, we don't really spend it like watching TV or shows, but we really like to go spend time hanging out with friends and really, fellowshipping with other people. And we're really blessed again to be close to friends and family.
Last thing, give you the chance to give a message to any future recruits and supporters of the program of what they can expect, as you get ready for year one here to lead the Trojans. Yeah,
Taylor's an amazing place. It's a place with amazing people, like I said earlier, but we've got a pretty unique brand here at Taylor and a pretty unique school, and I think that's what probably makes me most excited about being the head coach at Taylor. Is it's a school devoted to helping students grow in their relationship with Jesus. It's a place with amazing academics. I mean, this school's academic rigor, academic excellence is second to none amongst all schools, and in the CCCU amongst the country. Like, it is an elite academic institution, and so I'm really, really excited to see, like, my guys when they graduate, like the types of jobs they're going to get and the type of success they're going to have postgraduate and like things like that. And then the other thing too, the third thing is, like, our alumni support is amazing. I can't tell you, like, I don't know how these guys got my number, but I've had probably over 100 alums reach out to me, text me, and I'm not even exaggerating, right? Like, I've had so many people reach out, tell me how excited they are about Taylor basketball, the direction we're going. And so, if I'm somebody looking at Taylor, I would think, man, like, what a special place. I'm going to grow in my faith and be in an environment where I'm going to learn more about the Bible, learn more about my faith. I'm going to go to a place where I'm going to get an excellent degree. I'm going to get an exceptional degree at one of the best academic institutions in the country. And I'm going to be a part of a program that has amazing support, fan base, alums, administration. Like, it's top to bottom. We have the best support in the country when it comes to support from all of our constituents and stakeholders. So, like, if I'm a recruit looking at that, I would be thinking, man, I want to be a part of something special, because there's obviously something special going on at Taylor.
Austin, thanks for the time. Welcome to you and Emily and your future little one coming here to Taylor, and best of luck with practice number 1 tonight.
Yep. Thanks, Rick. We're excited. Thanks for having me.